Alright, sorry guys for those couple of other ones there. Computer just wasn't wanting to cooperate with me. Not quite sure if we're in qualifying here just yet or not. Appears that we are. Got about 2 minutes left of qualifying. As Carl Dotson's pulling it off the track right here. Let's see who else we can find out there right now. 28 of Kendall. That's a new name for me, so that's gonna take some time to get used to saying that one. Looks like he's pulling off track as well. Looks like I came in a little late on the qualifying. But most people that are gonna qualify already done. Got the 7 of John Jenkins. Like to say something about John. John just had a baby girl. Wish him the best with that. Wish his wife well. Glad you can be out here tonight with us, John. Looks like John's actually pulling it down on pit road. As you see, Carl Dotson's still the leader of qualifying right now. Sorry, I'm a little bit frustrated here, so I'm kind of stumbling just because issues earlier. Don't understand why it happened. It wasn't happening all evening, full 45 minutes, and all of a sudden just, yeah. But anyways, let's ride along with the, let's see, who do we have out there on track? We have the 8 of Brian Kaufman out there. Actually, looks like Brian's coming in. Well, alright. This qualifying isn't working out too well for me here. Looks like we got Richard Smith actually heading out on track this time. So we might be able to get a full 2 laps right around with Richard here. Now here at Daytona, it's not that hard to keep it down on the apron coming out of pit road, so I don't think we'll have an issue with any unsafe pit exits tonight, getting up on track before we get around to turn 2 there. Usually, well, I think qualifying expired there before Richard had a chance to do anything. Yeah, once again, see, got me all messed up here tonight. Man, it's crazy how one little thing can throw you off so easily. But anyways, gonna have to learn to get over all of that. Move on from the damn situation. Is what it is. Here's your qualifying order for you right here. You see Carl Dotson was able to keep that #1 spot. I wonder, did I? Yeah, I did. I unmuted my mic this time, thankfully. Alright, gonna run down through the grid here. You see, fastest in qualifying was the 87 of Carl Dotson. PJ Popham in that 32 machine still. In all of our recruitment talent races, he was always up front. Not surprising to see him up front once again. Third place, we got John Jenkins, new daddy, coming in third right there. Lance Yancey in fourth. See, there it goes. As you can see, look, it's starting to get a little bit of glitchy here. I don't know if it's because the car's on track. Lord have mercy. Alright, let me see what I can do here. Good Lord Almighty. See, once again, one little time. once again growing and learning pains, I guess. Yeah. This is definitely a deletable broadcast. Alright, here tonight at Next Gen Racing's Bash at the Beach. We got 55 laps here at Daytona International Super Speedway. It's going to be fast, it's going to be chaotic. We'll see which one of these truckers can keep that rear end underneath him, as they like to get a little bit loose when you're bump drafting, getting down into the corners. Have to see who has patience and who just is willing to go for it, as there's no points involved. This is just our warm-up for the Daytona 500 coming up next Sunday evening. By then, should have all the bugs and everything worked out, all the issues, hopefully. So the pace car is getting ready to duck off here. And for some reason, my timing screen isn't cooperating right now. There it goes. It's starting to work now. Past the start finish line even. Still too wide all the way back through the field. Things should sort themselves out just a little bit after a couple laps, so we'll have to see what's going on. Oh, Dotson able to pull ahead of that 32 machine now, leading the field for the first time fully going into the back stretch. Big moves out there by anybody. Everybody seems to be giving each other room, as they're still running too wide almost for the whole entire lap. First lap of this 55-lap race here at Daytona International Super Speedway. Let's see who leads this first lap, and it's going to be PJ Popham on the outside with the front with the 77 of Lance Yancey, pushing him up there. See if they can get by Carl Dotson down there on the bottom in that 87 machine. Yep, that messed that up pretty much. Did John Jenkins still holding solid fourth, right where, well, actually he qualified third. Adam scored at fourth that time, third, fourth, back and forth, as you see 4 or 5 trucks on the outside. Able to go by that inside led by Carl Dotson. 32 of PJ Popham to the lead. We have a first lead change tonight on lap 2. We're going to want to keep an eye on that. See how many lead changes we have tonight. As you see, another push from the outside, big push from the outside. 77 is scored as the leader that time. That's two lead changes in about a half a lap. See, that's what happens here at Daytona. These guys running around here at about 190, 194, going into the corner, somewhere right in that range. Just drafting is amazing what these trucks will do. See, everybody's still kind of playing it easy. Lap 3 here. Doesn't appear like anybody's really like laying back, playing that kind of strategy game. It looks like most of our field is all there together. Tonight there's, I can't even, maybe because I limited the cars, maybe that's why it's not scoring everybody. But it seems like we got 41 trucks here tonight. 41 trucks. That's absolutely amazing. We'll have to check on that count a little bit later, see if that's correct or not. See Carl Dotson dropping back through the field. Oh, whoa! Car's into it. He's spinning on the bottom now. Caution is out. Not sure what happened there with Carl. Not sure why he went to the bottom like that. It's kind of crazy right there. Look, maybe he got some damage from something. Maybe there was a little bit of a collision. As I was trying to look at the timing screen over here and figure out who's really here and who's not. Not really sure what's what that's all about at this point in time. Is it my timing screen seems to be pretty jacked up right now, so I'm gonna have to take a minute and let that sort out and see what happens with it, because not quite sure why all these. There we go. That's why. Yet, I'm gonna have to up that car count. So as we come to probably pit stops here, watch the leaders and everything come down pit road. Leave you with a little race off camera as I try to fix this. Hopefully that doesn't make it get back to stuttering. So once again, just a little issue I've had to learn with tonight. Most of our talent races had about 30 or so cars, so should handle it just well. As Lance Yancey not going in, top 3 not going in, 5th stayed out as well. We're on lap 6, 55. Not really sure about the fuel mileage here, but it's Daytona, so fuel mileage can vary depending on where you are in the draft. If you're in the center of a 4 or 5 car string, then you're not really on the gas that much, and you're able to save a ton. But if you're the one leading it, then you tend to use up a little bit more gas. So not sure what effect that's going to have. Although the 77's got to be thinking that, you know, at least the 32 and 66 stayed out with me, because then that gives me 2 partners to go down pit road if we have a green flag pit stop, because they're going to be shorter on fuel than everybody else. So looks like as long as those 3 maintain a good gap with each other going in and off of pit road, it may work out for them, as these other guys are going to only get about 3 extra laps. Excuse me, 3 extra laps of fuel anyway, so might benefit them to get on pit road early and away from the chaos, so to speak. That's where this thing could be won or lost, not win or lost. So, what we're going to do here, real quick, is take a... Ooh, that's going to be really, really close. Not sure I'm going to be able to do it that way. I guess I'm just going to have to say sorry and pardon me for doing this. Just going to have to try it real quick, see if it works. We'll see if it starts stuttering again. Yeah, and it looks like it is. So my timing screen is just gonna be what it is. Dang it. All right, I'll look into that. Anyways, enough with all that. It is what it is now. I'm left with what I got to look at. Gonna work off of that. Go from there. As we got cars wrecking on the caution lap. Not sure what that was. I'm gonna try to go back and look and see what that right there was all about, because that right there doesn't make too much of any sense to me on what would have just happened. So you can see Brandon Hartwell down there. Not sure who that is in the 1. That's Colton Geis in the 1. Let's see what happens here. Actually looks like a little bit of netcode going on there. To be quite honest with you, I'm pretty sure that was not intentional, and it did look like he was close, but it didn't look like he made any contact. It's gonna be interesting to see what the admins are discussing about that one, as I'm sure now we do have a delayed green probably. Because of that, some people are going to end up having to go down pit road and unfortunately use up one of the 2 fast repairs that they have here tonight. Here, Next Gen Racing, they on plate tracks they give them two fixes. Regular tracks, road courses, all of that is only one. Obviously, don't necessarily want to see you using them. Want to try to keep them trucks clean for the whole race, but as you know, this is Daytona and things happen in a heartbeat. You see there. I can assure you that wasn't intentional from Colton. But I'm sure Brandon's pretty hot about it as well because, like I said, things happen in a heartbeat here at Daytona, and now you're down a fast repair, and you can get caught up in some nonsense once again and be sitting on pit road for a while. So, sure, he's not happy about having to use that up, but at this point in time, you know, you kind of got what you got. You're left with what you have. So, got to try to make the best of that. The 99 of Eric Blunt, I'm not sure where he came from. Not sure where he came from through that whole ordeal. Wasn't really paying attention because I had seen something going on there, so I wasn't really sure where he came out of. Maybe came out of pit road good, had a good pit stop there, on and off. Get ready to go back, green flag racing. The pace car should be making that left-hand turn any minute. As it does, Lance Yancey hits the gas and he's off, yarding the 32 and the 66. Those two drivers are now side by side. As we all know, here at Daytona, though, or Talladega, you don't want to jump out to too big of a lead and get those cars behind you to run on you. As it looks like PJ and Donnie are driving pretty hard here for lap 9, trying to see what's going to happen. All the trucks come off of turn 2. Seems like everything's going all right. Those two trucks on the outside, Eric Blunt and PJ Popham just rolling outside. The 99 pushes the 32 to the lead for, I believe that's our 5th lead change in 9 laps. With 3 or 4 of those laps, I'm not going to worry about popping that up right now for you. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. The outside line's falling back a little bit now, but Eric is a leader of that line. Not sure if he's more of a pusher than a leader. A lot of guys here, they like one of the other. You generally don't find a race car driver that likes doing both equally. You either like to be the one controlling your destiny or just sending that thing into the corner. So, see, pushing on the outside. David Smith Jr. in that 08. First time I've seen him up there tonight. New member to the league. Been running for a little bit with us. But new to the league here. Lance Yancey still pushing that 32 at PJ Popham. Try going back into turn 1. PJ's now on 5 laps of this 55 race here at Daytona International Super Speedway. We'll take a little look back through the field here and see where some of the guys are doing. I'm going to jump on board here with the 79 of David Hizza. Wrecking in front. Looks like PJ Popham and the whole leaders are involved. That's going to be crazy right there. As we're going to go ahead and jump back and take a look and see what happened. Looks like Lance Yancey is pushing big bumps. They're coming through. Should be here in a second. Went back a little too far on that one. Looked like everything seems to be okay. Looks like, ooh, we're gonna see if I can go back just a little bit again and catch that. Looks like that 8. Oh no. It looks I should have slow down. But anyways, we'll take one final look at that. Ah, check it off. Gosh darn it, I was doing alright on it until then. there you have it, folks. Just chaos and mayhem out there. One little wrong move and whew, that was the big one for sure. I'm sure there is a lot of hurt trucks out there. Even our leader, the 66 of Don's Dogs, his front end is all jacked up right now. As you see, those top three are, or what scored as the top three at this particular time, is they've all received damage in that big melee we had right there. And that's what happens here at Daytona. Just something that quick, a little bit of offset on the truck in front of you, and that driver's not prepared for it and ready for it. Just chaos can ensue, and that's what happened there. It'd be interesting to see who comes through that and who doesn't. That's going to be the question there. I'm not quite sure what is going on now. My leaderboard is just all over the place right now. Absolutely going nuts over here. There's trucks jumping all around on the timing screen from this melee. Not sure who's going to come out with the lead. It looks like the 43 of Craig Learman actually is the one that's going to inherit the lead after all that mess. There's no better way to describe it. Just mess. That had to have been crazy to watch from the cockpit of one of these trucks. But it is what it is. Like I said earlier, late racing, you kind of expect those kind of things happen. Gonna let the trucks cross the line this time before we take a little run through the field here. Want to make sure all the timing and scoring is correct. As it looks like, as you see back there in the back, Donnie was able to go down there and use one of his fast repairs. Front end of that truck looks clean again. Wonder if he's going to be a little bit gun shy to really race too hard up there. Yeah, there you have it. Most of the trucks have crossed the scoring lines. Bring your top 5 here tonight. Alright, as the pace car comes around here, probably to take one to go, we're going to take a real quick 10-second break. Be right back. Alright, like I said, just real quick break, just so I can get something to drink, honestly. We're having to get started again here. We're on lap 15 of 55. Bash at the beach for Next Gen Racing. Just like the Budweiser shootout or the Clash, you know, that's what this race is all about. Just to get the guys back on track with each other for the first time in a few months. Always good to get in a little bit of extra practice when you come into a super speedway, a stricter plate track. Get a little bit more familiar with the guys that are around you, how they're going to run, things of that nature. You see pace car lights are off, so we're going to go back green flag racing here. The weather here been pretty good, I believe. Let me pop it up for you so I don't lie to you. Actually, yeah, the temperature has dropped 2 degrees since the start of this race. It started off at 75 degrees. Track temp has cooled off 1 degree. So one of these trucks are going to get a little bit faster. You see the 53 up there with the fastest lap of the day. Yep, up there. Alright, as we get ready to go back green flag racing, pace cars ready to duck off here any second now. Makes that hard left-hand turn. And Craig Learman fires off on the bottom. Got about a 2-truck gap. 38's going to duck down there. There's Robinson, and that 38 does duck down there. Looks like Donnie's gonna try to, not gonna be able to get much done down there by himself, as it looks like we got 4 trucks on the high side now. A little bit of a gap back there between the field. Not sure what happened on that restart. These truckers out there just pedal to the metal right now. I guarantee you, like, out there myself. I particularly love this kind of racing, not because it's so easy. It's actually a little challenging when you do it the correct way. You know, you can just get out there and hammer down and just knock the daylights out of people's bumpers. But to plate race properly, it takes a lot of skill and patience, and knowing when to go and when to call it quits and get out of the way, and things of that nature. Kind of start sensing things going on around you. You see all them trucks come off of turn number 2, just almost looking sideways. The 6 cars breaking the way up there. Gonna go ahead and jump on board with him. His eyes wide open, trying to follow the truck that's in front of him. The amount of focus that you have to have, it's just amazing. Eyes never blink, never blink. We're gonna give you our second onboard camera that we have here with Damon tonight. Appreciate him, that 57 crew, letting us put these cameras in and bringing you these great action shots. See all those trucks in front of them just slightly wiggling here and there. Now, the closer he gets to these trucks, the harder it is for him to see what's going on in front of those trucks. So when they have to flip the gas or drag the brake, you can't really tell how far ahead he's going as you hear him now in and out of the gas, trying not to get all over top of that truck that's in front of him. But we're going to go ahead and jump back out here on our... Still riding with the 57 as he's on the bottom right now, taking that position away from Richard. See, that's the great thing too about Daytona racing. This is 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, all in this huge group right here. And they're all over each other. You see the lead still up there, hotly contested. Go ahead and jump back up here and keep an eye on this action. 43 of Craig Learman still leading the race. 10 lead changes tonight in 20 laps. 10 lead changes. It's a lead change about every 2 laps right now. I'm sure you could have figured that out. But I went ahead and did the math through. I like being cool like that. So, I just like to help you out there. For some people, you know, but anyways. Trucks look like the 8 The 8 of Brian Kaufman took a hard left-hand turn. Not sure if I'm going to be able to catch that. I'm going to try to see if I can locate that. God. I'm not going to be able to do that one. Sorry about that, guys. I was going to try to see if I can see what exactly happened there. The thing about next gen racing also is, you know, we follow iRacing rules, so if iRacing doesn't throw a caution, we don't like to manually throw cautions because, you know, 3-wide battle here. Hold that thought. 3-wide battles. We're coming up on a lap truck. This is going to get pretty interesting here. Let's see what happens as high card. Lap down card. 96 truck stays up top. Lets those leaders double file through on the bottom 2 lanes. Looks like Donnie is able to capitalize on that. Come out leading this race right now. As we have our 11th lead change. As we're coming up on another lap down car. That's the 9 of Travis Smith. Not sure what's happened to Travis here tonight. That can't be good. He can't be happy about that. I know Travis isn't a real big fan of plate racing, but always frustrating when you can't be up there contending for the win or at least a good finish. I know points aren't on the line here tonight at the Bash at the Beach, but it's kind of a pride thing. We're still going along here. Coming to lap 23 of 55, Daytona International Super Speedway. Next Gen Racing, iRacing.com. Who else we can give you a shot with here? There he is. There's the 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. Back here in about, I don't know, that's about 18th or 19th, I believe. Just not having a very good night. Or maybe he's just playing it safe. Not quite sure if he's been in any incidents tonight. Haven't seen him really around anything. That big one, though, collected a lot of people. So maybe he's just playing it safe right now as he's driving around back here. Like I said, about somewhere around 18 or 15, somewhere in that range. I'm not really sure. You see the 66 still able to hold on to that lead right now. Has the 43 of Craig Learman, the 22 of Cody Terry, the 5 of Brandon Hartwell, and the 38 of Derek Robinson. All right there. 79 of David Hizza is right there as well. That's a new gentleman here in the room. 39 Roger Newman, 92nd Andrew Empower, all right there. Top 10. Just throw a blanket open. Actually, we're going to go ahead and throw 11 to place in there. Colton Dice, because he's right on the impact bumper as well. So 11 trucks. 11 trucks. 3 tenths. 3 tenths. Just think about that. Snap your fingers. Oh, Donnie getting loose. Let's see what happens here. 3 wide, 4 wide. They're fanning out. See if they can gather it all back together. Looks like they're able to. Hats off to those truckers right there. Oh, as he's bumped again, the 66 sent down through the grass. See what happens. He hits the inside barrier. Oh, no. Oh, no, the 9 of Travis Smith. My goodness, that's a caution. Oh, and there's massive damage now going on through the field as they're coming through here. Oh, that's not gonna go over very well with a lot of racers. Not sure. Oh man, pretty sure it was an incident between the 22 and the 66. Gonna jump back and take a look. But I believe that's what happened. Oh man, what happened? Dang it. That makes me mad. Should have had that one. Gosh. Anyways. But I believe it was the 32. No, 22, I apologize. 22 or the 072. wanted them to, they were pushing Donnie. He got a little bit loose, collected it. It looked like as they were getting going again, full steam on the backstretch, another little bump sent him down through the grass, off the inside barricade, and up back into traffic, into the 9 truck of Travis Smith. Travis's day is just not going good. 1 lap down already, involved in just pure dumb luck. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong truck. Hate to see that happen. You see all these trucks coming on the pit lane right now. Got some trucks that are Travis Smith coming off the pit road. He looks like he's fixed that machine up. Not sure how many more repairs he has right now. See all these trucks firing off the pit road now. Some still just not coming onto the pit road. See what comes out here as we're a little over halfway down. Lap race. Gonna see what happens here. I'm trying to get back up here with the leaders. Looks like the 43 of Craig Learman is going to be the man that inherits the lead. Right now, it's scoring Brandon Hartwell as the leader still, but I believe the 43 was able to pass him on pit road. So, I believe he will be scored as leader this time. There we have it, folks. Three cautions here tonight for 6 laps. 13 lead changes. 47 seconds around this big 2-mile track. I may be wrong. I'm not sure if it's on here. Yeah, almost 2.5 miles, actually. And amazingly, I believe Talladega is actually 2.667 or something like that. 2 point something. But it's higher than Daytona. Talladega is actually the larger track. The racing surface is obviously a little bit larger at Talladega. A lot wider there. Banking is a little bit different. Here at Daytona, you know, the bankings is what helped these trucks keep those high speeds. At 31 degrees of banking that they have in the corners, keep them things glued to the track and turning left to come around off to the back stretch. You know, go back down turn 3 and still maintain that 195 mile an hour speed. And not just fly off the track. So other than Talladega and Bristol, you're not going to find any other track that has this much banking put into it. Bristol is just kind of a monster by itself. Although the bankings are similar, those 2 tracks, you know, Daytona and Bristol, they're far cries from each other, opposite ends of the world, if you would. But I wonder how these guys are feeling right now, as this is a no points race. Anything kinda goes night where, you know, you're just out there looking for a win, a good finish win. Yeah, you're trying to do some research and learn who you can trust and who you can be around. But at the same time, it's, you know, it doesn't really matter that much as far as points are concerned. But you gotta wonder if these guys are thinking about next Sunday night or Sunday late afternoon, I should say, when these drivers grid up for the 500-mile Daytona 500 here at Next Gen Racing High Country Trucking Series season number 3. Well, I wonder if these guys are comfortable with what they've seen tonight, as It's going to be a longer race. We're gonna actually start that race a little bit in the sunset hours and transition into nighttime. So the trucks may act a little bit differently then too. So you got to wonder if they're just going all out, because that's what they're going to have to do at the end of next week's race, or if they're just throwing caution to the wind. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how many more cautions come out. See if these guys can get any green flag pit stops rolling. I know there are some guys back there lap down that unfortunately would like to. They may not say it, but a debris caution or something like that, they wouldn't have any arguments with it getting lapped back. But we're getting ready to go back green flag racing here. Daytona International Super Speedway, as we're coming to take lap 30 of lap 55 here tonight at Bass of the Beach. Next Gen Racing High Country Trucking Series, Season 3. 43 Craig Learman fires off on the start down there on the bottom lane, followed by the 5 of Brandon Hartwell on the outside, 22 of Philip Terry, 072 Jeffrey still out there in 4th right now. It looks like Andrew Empower able to fill that inside hole right now, coming in the 3rd spot on the bottom. Just now taking over 5th place, fighting for 4th place now. Those top 6 trucks able to pull away once again from the trucks behind them. Roger Muth in that 39 truck, right, the first truck behind that pack, which is a good thing, because it gives you an option to go outside if you get a run, or just stick it on the bottom. I'd like to bring you a little more action, but it's kind of hard to get away from this. Kind of hard to go away from what you know. Looks like there's a couple of trucks making some strides, some moves up towards the front. Looks like the 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. is up to 12th place now. You see him there in the background. Was mired back there in traffic around 18th or so. Able to work his way up through the field here just a little bit further. Gonna have to see if he's just been playing it safe and gonna go for it here at the end of the race or not, as the outside lane at the beginning of turn 3 through turn 3 and 4 stalls out just a little bit. The 5 truck does outside those 3 trucks, trying to make a run on those 4 trucks lined up down there on the bottom. Looks like the 5 is the split leader that lap. Yet another lead change here on lap 32. Trucks are wiggling just a little bit on entry. Gonna have to keep an eye on that. Should have fresh tires. Looks like most of the leaders came in, only got about 5 or 6 laps on their tires. First one out there on really old tires would be that 53 truck. About 20 laps on those tires. So those tires have got to be hurting a little bit right now. Still side by side coming through. I believe that is 3 and 4. Yes, coming through 3 and 4. Still side by side for the top 6 positions, followed by 7, 8, 9, right on top of each other. And there's a little bit of a gap back there to that 33 truck, as it looks like he's leading a 2nd pack. Another little group of trucks back there, about 7 of them lined up side by side as well, trying to run down this lead pack now. Gotta ask myself, I wonder, is this the beginning? As you see 3 little distinct groups now, is this the beginning of the strategy? Is this the beginning of, or is this just guys not having any more repairs, trying to just stay out of it? And in a place like this, you're trying to stay out of it, and sometimes you still find it. You see the 5 able to still maintain the lead on the outside with those 4 trucks pushing hard now. The Craig Learman's going to drop back just a little bit. Not sure if that 5 is going to drop down or not. Still side by side through turns 1 and 2 here at Daytona International Super Speedway. 39 able to make a move out there to the outside. 3rd truck on the outside line now instead of being the last truck in this group. Making a little bit of a run towards the front here. that truck, well, I tell you what, it looks strong. I know all the trucks have the same engines, but sometimes the way drivers like to drive their trucks may make them slightly quicker. Even though you have the same horsepower, sometimes it's the driver and not the machine. Sometimes it's nothing but the machine and not the driver, but still this front pack not sorted out just quite yet, as it looks like now the top 7 have only broke away. A little bit of scattered action going on back there in the back now. Caution's out. I missed that. So that's great. Not quite sure what happened there. Didn't see anybody slowing up really suddenly or anything like that. And, maybe after this is over, Roger and Roy, I'll try to get with you guys and see what I can do about this car count here, because it's really hurting me right now. I only see about half of the people on the time of the scoring, so I'm gonna have to try to figure that one out. But make do with what you got, just like most of these truck drivers are doing out here tonight. Some of them have been caught up in some stuff, some of them have been caught up in it multiple times, some of them just want to load it up and go home. That 43 truck and that 5 truck, they just want to go to the victory lane. That's the only place they feel like going. Just get this thing done and over with. See if they can build them some momentum going into this amazing fast track first points race of the year. Bragging rights. The big daddy, the granddaddy of them all, the Daytona 500, the most prestigious race that we have in motorsports racing here in America. Just an amazing race, amazing time. Win that thing, be something special. Wonder which one of these truck drivers thinks that they can do it by getting the idea in their head tonight, by winning this 55 lap race here. And you see the 5 truck pulling into pit lane now. Looks like a few trucks may have decided to stay out. Looks like some trucks only got gas. 43 comes off way back into the back. Race off the pit road. So it looks like some trucks did stay out. Not sure if those trucks were originally a lap down or not. Gonna have to wait to see here with the timing and scoring loops when we come back around to see who really inherits the lead here. You see those truckers coming off the pit road there, back in the back of your screen. Looks like, let's see here, it looks like most of our top 10, top 11, top 12 actually, it looks like most of them stayed the same, so that incident had to have happened a little bit further back than in the back. Not really sure, not really seeing too many incidents or incident points or anything like that going on over here, so not really sure what that caution was. I'm sorry I couldn't find it. That's about the best I can give you. That's one of my favorite cameras right there. I love watching and seeing these trucks come by that camera, especially when there's a really nice pack 2-3 wide racing coming across right through there, man. That's an awesome camera. I appreciate all the people at Next Gen Racing that helped put that on for me. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can't get our onboard camera here to work for us. We're gonna jump on board with this year's defending series champion, Brian Mescal Jr. Gonna take a look in his cockpit here as we're gonna see everything is working on the camera there. See that gear shift? Look at the amount of vibration that thing has in it. It's been known to, snap loose here at Daytona from all of the shaking and shimmying and rattling going on in that truck. Hopefully nothing like that happens here tonight for Brian. He's able to come out here with a good finish as our series defending champion. Should have turned the onboard camera logo off before I switched the camera. Just another little running curve. But coming to take lap 39.55 here at Daytona International Super Speedway. On our fourth caution of the night for the High Country Trucking Series. Season number 3. I don't really think I've seen too many, how should I say it? I don't think I've seen too many dominant, just dominant trucks out there tonight. We've had 16 lead changes tonight already. Gonna have about 17 laps to go. I think that's enough to have a couple more lead changes, at least 4 or 5 of them actually. As you see the pace car on the back stretch, lights are out, so when we come through 3 and 4 here, we're going to end up going back green flag racing. It's going to be a hell of a show to watch. I can't wait to see the finish. As we go through 3 and 4 here, we're going to bring you the Hayward Wrestling Club's top 5 rundown. We have first place to 53 of Darren, second to 843 of Brian Britt, and third we have the 072 of Jeffrey Vrandvoort, and fourth we have the 39 of Roger Muth, and then fifth we have Brandon Hartwell. Brandon's been able to stay up there for most of the night. Pace car's beginning to duck off here as we get ready to go back green flag racing here at Daytona International Super Speedway. Pace car is off. 53 is waiting for it. Hits the gas hard, and he's off now. Off and running. I hope I'm, yes I am. 53. Changing lanes. Usually you don't see that very much from the leaders. It looks like we got a truck just a little bit. Not sure if that's me or him, as that's the 87 of Carl Dotson running the 10. There's contact between Andrew Empower, the 53, and another caution is out. I couldn't click fast enough. Dang it. I got that one all messed up. So we're just gonna skip that one. Should have figured that. As we see the 33 with damage smoking now. He's not going to be a happy camper. I wonder how many more fast repairs he's got left. Not sure many of these guys have many fast repairs left. This is caution number 5, I believe. I'm going to just double check myself. Yep, caution number 5 here tonight. 15 laps to go here at Daytona International Super Speedway, and it looks like it's becoming a survival of the fittest kind of competition here tonight. Not really sure who's going to be upset tonight. From everything going on the track. Not sure if, as we hear one truck blowing up there as he's trying to just get back around the pit road to not lose a lap or get a black flag. Wonder who's going to be okay with what happened to him here tonight, knowing that there's no points on the line. Doesn't really affect your season, and although next Sunday a win, yeah, gets you automatically in the chase as long as you meet the rest of the criteria laid down in the handbook and the rule book of next gen racing. But other than assuring you a chase spot, you can come out of Daytona with not so well of a finish and still come back and have a great season. So some guys just call these plate tracks kind of trash tracks, crap shoots. They don't really get too upset about what takes place and what happens here, but as racers, we all know that anytime you don't have a good day, it's always a pissed off day. When you run really well, seem to be the happiest man on earth for that amount of time. So I wonder how many people are really going to end up upset, mad, or just file that back in the memory bank for later on in the season. Maybe there's an incident to get into the chase, and you think back to the way they raced you at Daytona, and may not give that individual room or the benefit of the doubt, or any breaks, any room, any respect. And I don't know, we'll have to see if this is setting the tone for later on this season or not. We have two of our newer drivers of the High Country Trucking Series, Jeffrey Van Voort and David Hizza, first and second, the 072 and the 79. Good to see some new guys, some fresh faces up there up front. Haven't really seen these two guys involved in anything tonight. So it'd be interesting. Although I do believe I remember the 072 was involved in one of the earlier incidents that we had. And if he was, he obviously would have used a fast repair because the front of that truck and the sides, everything looked straight on that. No body damage done. Looks like that thing will be able to run here without any issues, as our top five has changed drastically after that last caution brought out by just some chaos up front. It seems like that's the unlucky place to be tonight. Seems like most of the hardships are coming from those top 3 to 5 spots. Just not a lucky place to be. You got a brand new top 5, as I said, the 072 of Jeffrey Van Voort leading this thing, the 79 of David Hizza coming in second, the 86 of Travis Arthur. Haven't spoke about him all night. Up in third now. In fourth place, the 87 of Carl Dotson. Hadn't really spoke about Carl either tonight. And then coming up in fifth, we have Trent Drum in the 12 truck. None of these guys really were in the top 5 at all prior to this last caution, so I don't know. Late race, new faces, see what happens here. I believe the field is on 1 to go here. We're still in the caution, counting lap 43 of 55 here at Daytona International Super Speedway. We roll that over on to lap 44 now. Pace car lights are off. These fellas are going to go back green flag racing here. Hopefully for the last time tonight. And I say hopefully just because I like to see good 2-3 wide battling, as it looks like, I believe that's is that Carl? I'm not sure if that's Carl or whose truck that is, but seem to have little issues with one of the guys out there. Yes, it is that 87 of Carl Dotson. Not sure if that's on my end or his, although it's only him, so not quite sure there. These guys are going to probably give him the benefit of the doubt just for a second to see how that shakes out. They may ask him to pull on off and to the back if that continues to be an issue. That's one of the things here at Next Gen Racing. We like to keep it clean and respectful, and ask you to duck on out of the way if you're having some connection issues. Looks like everything is good and solid on his end again. Just as I say that, he starts blinking again. Imagine the odds of that. Kind of been one of them days. If I say something, it's definitely a jinx. So I'm gonna have to change my thought process here and say we're gonna have cautions for the rest of the night. Maybe that'll help us go green flag for racing. Not quite sure. Pace car gets ready to duck off here. Going back green flag racing as the 072 hits the gas and is off to a good start. The 79 switching lanes before the start finish line. Not sure if the booth or the admins or race control is going to take a look at that, possible implications on that or not, being it's a non-points race. Not quite sure how that's gonna go. Not sure if he's going to receive any black flags or warnings or anything like that, as there is just a gaggle of cars behind them, gaggle of trucks just chomping at the bits to get up there up front. We're on lap 45, 55 here at Daytona International Speedway. Looks like the 39 making the move to the bottom now on that 83 truck of Richard Smith III. The second, I'm sorry, Richard, I apologize about that. Richard Smith is second in the 83 truck. Brandon Hartwell looks like he's interested in going 3 wide here. 3 wide, that's not going to work. They bump, they touch, they're able to hold on to it. Brandon just wants to go now. 7 backpedaling now back through the pack with Brandon Hartwell still pushing it 3 wide. Takes the lead of that outside lane. Put himself back in the second position tonight. Brandon might be that truck. He might be that guy tonight that you want to stay with, as we're still seeing Carl Dodson having that blinking issue. Looks like it seems to be okay for a minute, then it goes off for a few seconds, and then it comes back, and these trucks still running hard through the tri-over here. We see most of the pack all grouped up here tonight. Not really sure what happened to Brian Mescal Jr. He may be done for the night. Not quite sure. It looks like he's down multiple laps now as our defending series champion is out of tonight's bash at the beach here at Daytona Beach, Florida. Bad luck for him. Not sure if he's going to be too happy, as it looks like Carl's jumping out of the way now. 3 wide, forcing 3 wide, going back through the pack now. Looks like 3 wide starting to begin to take shape and form up here in the front. Wonder if these trucks are going to be able to maintain it and hold on to it. As we are 3 wide, no, they go back to 2 wide. Coming through turns 1 and 2, top 10, all under a blanket, all within 4/10 of a second once again. Someone else we haven't spoke of very, very much since the beginning of the race. The 77 of Lance Yancey able to come back up right now into 11th place. Luby's down there on the bottom right now, digging hard. Justin Walters, haven't said his name much at all tonight either. The 46 machine up there inside the top 10. Scott McCoe, Gavin Martin, all of these gentlemen, I haven't really spoke about any of them all night. John Jenkins back up into 4th place after starting the race initially in 4th place. Dropped back through the pack just a little bit and then back up to the front now. You see the 5 getting a push from the 39 of Roger Muth on the outside lane. Brandon able to take the lead back as we have 20 lead changes here with 7 laps to go at Daytona International Superspeedway. These trucks all over each other. They go back down in the turns 3 and 4 through the center. Not much side drafting going on at this point in time, but as we wind these laps down, get closer and closer to the finish of this race, these trucks are going to inch a little closer, and a little closer, and a little closer, trying to stall the momentum of the other line, get a run going. You see them snaking a little bit as everybody's trying to stay tucked right up underneath each other, because that's how you make these things go fast. You got to try to stay tucked right up underneath them, not necessarily always on the bumper and pushing, as it looks like Brian Mescal Jr. here still running that 33 Superman AC Delco machine, our defending series champion. He's not one to just park it if he can get out there and still possibly drive it around. I know he's not happy about driving around all alone, probably under power out there, but that shows the heart of a champion. You never give up, you never stop, and you never just park it because you're having a bad damn day. You just get out there and drive it, and you get what you get. As we're on 5 to go here now. This is going to be interesting. Under 5 laps to go. There is a caution now. This could be the end of the race if there's a caution. I wonder if that's coming into any of these truckers' mind as 33. Look at that. What? That's a gentleman, respectful and sportsmanship right there. Just getting completely out of the way of this lead pack as they blow by and going back down. Looks like Brandon Hartwell still has the edge on that outside line with that 39 of Roger Muth and the 7 of John Jenkins pushing that outside line. They're not able to quite clear that inside line that Jeffrey Benford's been able to hold since the restart of this race. But they can get to the line with them, but they just can't pass them. Just as I say that, once again, there goes a push from the 39, having that 5 truck clear for just a split second as the 072 coming back on the inside. That inside lane getting going down the back stretch here. It looks like this 072 able to, truck's out of line now. See if they let him back up on track. That's going to hurt that inside line. That's going to make that inside line real slow, as it looks like that truck's able to come back up on pit road, cause some slowdowns. A little bit of rubbing going on back there because of that. It looks like we got a breakaway now. Big gap from that bottom line. I wonder if John Jenkins is willing to just stay in line here and see if that outside line can go ahead and push through and take the lead. And amazingly, even though those trucks dropped off, the 072 and the 79, 83 and the 24 able to get a run, a push on a much stronger formed outside line. You see trucks dive into the outside now. 2, 3, 4 wide going into turn 3. Back to 3 wide. Looks like that's kind of sorting out a little bit. Oh, wrecking up front. We hate to see that. 3 laps to go here at Daytona International Speedway. And with that caution coming with 2 laps to go, looks like Jeffrey Vandervoort, a rookie, not a newbie to iRacing, but a newbie here in Next Gen Racing, able to take a checkered flag. Hats off to him. Not really sure what took place back there. We're gonna try to catch this and see what happens here. As we see these trucks coming down into the gonna try to take a look and see what happens. Not sure. Honestly looks like net code from the 39 and the 5 of Brandon Hartwell. Look to me, that's a perfect example of it. Oh darn it. Anyways, yeah, I believe that was a pure net code one right there. Looked like a little net code from the 39 into the 5, turn the 5 down into the 79, and then once again as usual and as always here at Daytona Speedway and Talladega Super Speedway, when things go bad, it's usually a melee behind the original incident, and that's exactly what happened. A lot of guys caught up in that late, as you see a truck smoking there on the apron. Gonna try to limp it around for this last lap to keep the finish. Not quite sure who that is down there is smoking. We'll take a look back, see if we can see. It looks like it's the 57 of Damon Cox. He's our trucker smoking down there. As the 072 able to get the win. A little assistance from some carnage. Nevertheless, your winner tonight, the 072, Jeffrey Vandervoort, able to pull it off. We're going to go ahead and run through our top 5 here. Brought to you by 49 Designs and Haywood Elite Wrestling Club. First place, 072, Jeffrey Vandervoort. In second, we have the 83 of Richard Smith II. Third place, the 39 of Roger Muth. Fourth place, John Jenkins. And in fifth, we have 43 of Greg Lee. And here you have it, folks. For the first time in Next Gen Racing High Country Trucking Series action, the 072 of Jeffrey Vandervoort able to capture the checkered flag. Hats off to him, his crew, keeping his nose clean, able to get through some mess. Great job there, guys. Not necessarily a caution-filled race, but a little bit of carnage and chaos and mayhem tonight. So we had about, took that information away from me. Dang it. We had about that. I believe that made our 6th caution here tonight. 23 lead changes in 53 laps. That's still almost at that 1 every 2 laps. So it's about 1 in every 2.4-ish. I'm not really going to do that math in my head for you, but still a great job by these truck drivers, all in all, in my opinion. Here, things happen fast. Plus, you have to deal with, as you've seen on that last caution, you have to deal with a little bit of computer issues, net code, things like that, and you know that's what hurts the most, is when it's out of your control, and you're not doing anything wrong, but you still are. So we're watching the 072 here celebrate his first victory here at Next Gen Racing High Country Trucking Series season number 3. Just seeing a great race tonight. Glad everybody out here can join us tonight. We're gonna take a small little break here. See who we can get talked to.
Alfala is $10,500 richer. 2-time NASCAR is your 2013 NASCAR iRacing. It's going to be Humpy winning the race, and it's going to be Conti taking away his first NASCAR 2017 NASCAR Beginner Series Championship to Ryan Luza. Alfala is a 4-time champion of the NASCAR Beginner iRacing Series.
All right, didn't really see you much there till the end, so I was just wondering what happened there. Uh, had had issues tonight, man. A lot of issues. We'll talk about that here in just 1 second. I'm gonna pull John down here. I'm gonna leave you in here too, but I'm gonna pull John down here real quick. Congratulate him on something. John Jenkins, you got a copy? Hey man, how you doing? First and foremost, man, congratulations on that new baby girl. How's it feel to be a papa? All right, man, that's awesome. I know I sure enjoy it sometimes. It gets hectic sometimes, but you enjoy the heck out of it. I guarantee it, man. Once again, just congratulations. On that note, what you think of the racing out there tonight? You see anything you're worried or concerned about going into next week's actual points race here? Yeah, man. Well, it was good to have you back, man. And once again, congratulations on the new baby. And we'll see you next weekend, hopefully. All right, man. We'll catch you later.